Dog Works Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dog Works. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com. You are listening to The Daily Dog with your host, Michele Forto. The Daily Dog offers training advice, tips and tricks, and maybe even a book or movie review, too.
Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Michele Forto, your host of The Daily Dog. I get asked all the time, I want my dog to be a well-mannered, off-leash dog on hikes with me. Okay, that's awesome. My question back to them is, does your dog recall? Usually the response is not every time and not if there's anything more interesting. Well, if you're outside, chances are to your dog, everything is more interesting than you are because you've taught your dog unsuccessfully that his instinctual behaviors to explore, observe, and smell everything while he's outdoors is an annoying behavior that you won't tolerate. Therefore, you are not only battling an intriguing and reinforcing environment, you are also asking your dog not to perform instinctual behaviors like smelling everything and staring at every single thing that moves. The key to overcoming this is to be more engaging than the environment. And to do this, you want a dog that truly enjoys working for you. Getting to this stage with your dog takes work. You must trust your dog, and your dog must trust you. Choosing the right training plan that works for you and your dog and sticking with it is how you can begin to engage your dog on a different level. I recommend any training plan begin with practicing good behaviors, and this typically starts with a leash and an object of attraction like a treat or a toy. I also recommend that the treat or toy or both are reserved for this training and are considered high prize items. The leash is to help you keep your dog with you, and the treats or toy help to reinforce you instead of your dog self-reinforcing with the environment. Begin with a 6-foot leash and then use a longer training lead up to 30 feet that the dog drags on the ground. Place a few knots in the long lead as markers for you to call out your dog for the recall command. I never allow my dogs to go more than 30 feet from me as a rule. This ensures that the dog stays in sight and earshot of me. Eventually, you will have great verbal recall with your dog, and then you can go back to just bringing along your 6-foot leash for those areas where it seems most appropriate to have your dog on leash. Remember, it's important to play games with your dog. By engaging with them, you build their trust, but you also teach them what you will allow and how you expect them to behave when you take them places. Always practice with your dog at home, in your driveway, around your car, then practice the same way when you get to the trailhead. How do we act when we are around the car? You want eye contact. You want the dog to listen no matter what is going on around them. So make the command simple and easy to follow. Sit, stay. Playing games with your dog is a great way to reinforce commands that your dog knows and to introduce new commands. Remember, if you make the game more challenging, then once you're out on your hike, your dog may think that you're initiating that cool game you play at home. I know it's exciting, and it'll be hard the first few times you try this with your dog. They're excited too. It's like pulling up to Wally World. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Daily Dog. We hope you join us next time.
Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.
If you like our podcast, There are a few things you can do. You can take a couple of minutes and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also check out all of our DogWorks Radio sponsors and promotions in our show notes. Another thing you can do is go over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, and one last thing, please tell all of your friends by spreading the word about DogWorks Radio. Thank you so much for listening to us. We really appreciate you.
DogWorks Radio is produced by Robert Forto. Logo art by Angry Squirrel Studios. DogWorks Radio is produced in conjunction with KVRF 89.7 in Palmer, Alaska.
For dog training advice, you can contact Alaska DogWorks at 907-841-1686 or visit their website at alaskadogworks.com. If you have a show idea or would like to be a guest, please contact us by sending an email to live@dogworksradio.com.